Geopolitical trends, consolidation points, prospects of the contemporary realities are strategically important to have an atmosphere of peace in the region. All these topics are focused in Central Asia program.
Politics, economics and culture, events, trends and people. All this on one territory. Hello, you're watching the Central Asian Report.
А прямо сейчас центральноазиатские новости.
Raw cotton collection is in full swing in Turkmenistan. Harvest has been collected from half of the cultivated fields. A little over 415,000 tons of cotton have been delivered to the reception centers. This season, in addition to manual labor, agricultural equipment is actively being used in the collection works. Harvest still needs to be collected from around 200,000 hectares of land. Overall, it is planned to collect over 1 million tons of raw cotton. To note, raw cotton is an important export product and is usually sent to the West, China, Russia, Ukraine, Singapore and Indonesia. Russia is to allocate $1.43 million to improve the health of children in Tajikistan. The agreement for a period of 3 years was signed between Russia's embassy in Dushanbe and the representatives of UNICEF. According to preliminary assessment, the realization of this project will allow around 40,000 newly born children to annually, for a period of 3 years, receive better health care in hospitals and at home. I would note that today in Tajikistan, every 1 out of 22 newborn children dies due to treatable diseases without reaching the age of 5. Inseparable friends. This is the relationship between the farmers on both sides of the Kazakhstan-Kyrgyzstan border at the basin of the Aspara River. And not that much time has passed since this area was constantly witnessing conflicts due to water shortages. Our correspondent got to the bottom of the causes of the disputes and how they were resolved, and now brings us the story. Shirin Badalov cultivates apples, plums and pears. His farm is located in the Myrkan district, 10 kilometers away from the southern border of Kazakhstan with Kyrgyzstan. There is water dripping from each one of them. It is possible to drink it after it is filtered. For the irrigation of his gardens, just like all the other farmers in the region, Shirin uses the cleanest water from the mountain river Aspara. Just recently, installation of the drip irrigation system was completed. And now, with the support of the state program, Shirin gets an 80% discount on the water supply services. The Aspara River is not abundant enough for all of us, but with the use of this advanced technology of water-efficient irrigation, there is enough water for 3 districts. The Aspara River commences in the mountains of Kyrgyzstan, flows down to the border with Kazakhstan, and continues along its side. The river is not that big and has a current of 5 to 30 cubic meters of water per second. This is hundreds of times less than the currents of Sirdarya and Amudarya. But despite this, Aspara is of key importance for the region. The Aspara hydroelectric complex is located here on the border of Kazakhstan with Kyrgyzstan. An agreement was already concluded in the Soviet times. 38% goes to Kyrgyzstan and the remaining 62% to Kazakhstan. Before, observation of the agreement rules was monitored using the so-called rack method. A rod was used to measure the water level on Kazakhstan's and Kyrgyzstan's sides. But after the demarcation of the borders, this control became no longer possible, and there was now a shortage of water. Many farmers, because of the water shortage, decided to cultivate dryland cultures, or the fields were just left behind, or other cultures were planted, which do not bring in that much revenue. Because of the water shortage, serious conflicts started occurring between Kazakhstan's and Kyrgyzstan's farmers. This is how the Aspara River attracted the attention of the Central Asia Regional Ecology Center. In 2014, water metering equipment was set up in the river. The red shows inflow, this is the scale. The purple shows the main channel, and the black one is the Milobai. You can see that it is stable. A number of sensors were set up at the main hydroelectric system and separate systems in the branch-out flows of the river. Right now, the measurements are done automatically, and the obtained data is duly sent to Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan. Therefore, it is done absolutely transparently and objectively, without the intervention of the human factor. This has been working for 2 seasons already, and since then there have not been any disputes between Kazakhstan's and Kyrgyzstan's farmers, or accusations of cheating and fraud. The situation of the Aspara River is unique. Usually such small rivers with their inter-border conflicts and environmental destruction are left without public attention. What's more, there are hundreds of rivers like this in Central Asia, and each one of them is of key importance. Thanks to this project, all the hydro posts have been repaired, and on all 14 of them, there is automated measurement of water levels. Of course, all the water access problems in this region cannot be solved with just new technologies. That is why the Central Asia Regional Ecology Center, in collaboration with NGOs and local administration, continue their work in the region. Small basin councils have been created to resolve problems. They gather together representatives from Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan to find common solutions. Dolce Vita Tajik style. This is 6,000 tons of annually produced honey. Bee farming is one of the prioritized sectors in the country. Even a state program was adopted for its support and development. But Tajikistan's bee farmers are still facing a lot of struggles. Our correspondent in Dushanbe found out why. Asluddin Murodov is a bee farmer with a lot of experience under his belt. He set up his first beehive 4 decades ago, and today there are tens of them, and they provide up to half a ton of pure honey. This year I'm cultivating the Carpathian type. Dark, large bees, not aggressive and very fertile. I hope to get up to 15 kilograms from one family. 5 years ago, a state program was adopted in the country for the development of bee farming. Annually, around $100,000 are allocated from the budget for its realization. The 5-year state program, which will be completed this year, forecasted production of 3,000 tons of honey annually. And today we collect almost 4,000 tons. Roziboy Tuchiev thoroughly studied the natural conditions and the market before deciding to set up a beehive in the mountain gorge. Bees can bring in the nectar from flowers within a radius of around 3 kilometers. That is how I chose this place, because the more medicinal plants there are around, the more nutritious is the honey. Bee farmers are interested not only in increasing their production of honey, but also of products such as royal jelly, propolis, ambrosia, which are widely used in traditional medicine. In order to increase the number of bee families, every year we bring in queen bees from Russia and Ukraine. This year we brought in 150 Carpathian queen bees, because back in the Soviet times, this species adapted very well in this climate. Carpathian bees really are the most popular. They collect nectar in the mountains. As a result, the honey is environmentally clean and very healthy. It can be bought right from the beehives in the gorges. This is cheaper, and you can be confident that the product is natural. However, the bee farmers themselves are dreaming of entering foreign markets. They would like to be able to supply their products abroad, but without intermediary actors. Mostly locals buy our honey, and tourists like it as well. I'm okay with working on the domestic market, but it is time to enter foreign markets. In order to find other markets, entire festivals are being organized in the country. Sellers of the sweet treat come down from various regions. The stalls of the city market are filled with a diverse assortment of products. One can find field nectar and mountain nectar here. Every jar contains the aroma of field grass and the freshness of the mountain air. We came to buy honey for our children. It is cheaper than at the bazaar. It's good that such fairs are organized. Murshed Safarov has been in bee farming for many years. His bees produce a rare type of honey, black. It is based on the nectar of wild thyme, which grows in the mountains. Rheumatism, liver diseases, cholesterol. Honey helps with everything, but it has to be taken as a medicine, in doses. These fairs are becoming more popular in Dushanbe. Daily, they are attended by thousands of consumers. Farmers sell their products without intermediaries. That is why the prices are much lower than in the stores. We brought the best honey sorts from the Sogd region. We also have good cotton honey and mountain honey. Laboratory research confirmed the high quality of our products. We are ready to expand our trade relations, not just within the country, but also in other countries. Tajikistan's bee farmers are now planning to reach a new level. In a period of 2 years, beat the Soviet record, to gather more than 6,000 tons of honey annually. It is possible that in the near future, honey with the mark "Made in Tajikistan" will be found on the markets of Central Asia as well as abroad. Anniversary celebration with 1 million invitees, only in Shymkent. Just recently, the third largest city of Kazakhstan was celebrating its anniversary. My colleague visited all the festive events and will now share with you the brightest and most curious details of the celebrations. It has become a custom to call such metropolis cities like Shymkent as cities of contrasts. It seems that here everything is woven out of something, from history to architecture. On the one hand, in terms of its economic development, Shymkent can compete with Kazakhstan's capital. On the other hand, Shymkent is long regarded as the country's ancient city. This autumn it celebrated its 2,200-year anniversary. Just imagine that a marketplace has been existing in the same place for 2,000 years. For 2,000 years, people have been trading in this very same place. This is Sayram, an ancient town that was adjoined to Shymkent relatively recently. Sayram is called nothing less than a museum under the open sky, because it hosts the majority of historical and architectural attraction sites of the South Kazakhstan region. At the moment, we're in the Hazret Khizra mosque. But who was Hazret Khizra? Actually, this is one of the figures shrouded in mystery in Islam. Tourism, including historic tourism, is one of the prioritized spheres of development of the South Kazakhstan region as a whole, and Shymkent in particular. Travelers from Europe are traditionally attracted by the country's architectural sites, and local tourists are interested more and more in the modern sites, which Shymkent also has to offer. This is perhaps one of the most recent attractive sites of Shymkent, but it gets less visitors than historical monuments. The Ferris wheel is considered to be one of the biggest in Central Asia, with a height of 50 meters. And 108 people can ride it at the same time. The city is developing in every respect, but on behalf of the Association of the Tourism Industry, I would like to see more events which would attract tourists from other regions, from the entire country, and the near and far abroad. Shymkent received the status of the third largest city of Kazakhstan and one of the largest logistics hubs across Central Asia. The region is actively developing its infrastructure, but other industries are also reaching a new level. Fabio Pompini, a doctor, together with colleagues from Italy, he came to Shymkent to perform a liver transplant surgery together with surgeons from Kazakhstan.
Yes, we are in Shymkent because we have a partnership with a firm in Kazakhstan. In this moment, the Italian surgery make the surgery of transplantology in the clinic near, and for us it's very important because it's an experience for me, for my company, for the Italian surgery.
For its 2,200-year anniversary, Shymkent has, according to tradition, gathered the native residents and city guests. Mass festivities began in the early morning, in the Dendra Park and on the city streets. Sports events, attractions, and treats. There was an abundance of everything. For me, this is all very interesting. There's a lot of people. A lot of city residents and guests came to celebrate this anniversary. To see the city all festive, public celebration events. All this is great. The grand finale of the festive program was the gala concert dedicated to the 25-year anniversary of Kazakhstan's independence and the City Day.
этом все.
You're watching the Central Asian Report. Until next time on Kazakh TV.
Kazakh TV.